In our Red, White, and You series, we have been introducing you to extraordinary people who make Arizona so special. And this morning, we're meeting Jess McClain. She's an Arizona runner who is breaking records her own way. This is one of Jess McClain's most favorite places to be, laced up and putting in the miles.
Counting it.
She's one of the most elite runners in the country. She grew up in the Valley and started playing soccer when she was a kid. She liked it, but she really liked the running part. Even a teacher noticed.
I wish I remembered her name, but she recommended that I go out for the after-school track program, and I did, and then that was kind of like the gateway drug to this whole career, 20 plus years of endurance running.
She signed professionally right out of finishing college at Stanford, where she studied communication. Since then, she's been running races and winning a lot. But what makes Jess unique, besides being incredibly fast, she's always had a full-time job outside of running. In fact, her life isn't just about running.
Wasn't received super well. I don't think it was popular or common for a lot of people at like this level of the sport to have things going on outside of training and racing.
But she says the very thing she's criticized for is the very thing that helps her win.
A huge weight was lifted off because I knew at the end of the day I could blow up, but I'd still have my job and my family and all this other stuff going on.
Just this year, Jess placed 5th overall in the Boston Marathon. She set the American course record and finished as the top U.S. woman for a second straight year. Her time, just over 2:20.
I go into races just knowing I don't really have a plan, to be honest. I have like an idea of how I should feel at certain marks, but I don't like to over-engineer every mile.
Proof of that is when she competed in the 2024 Olympic trials and placed 4th. The top 3 earn an automatic Olympic spot. She did it without a coach and without a sponsor. That's pretty good to get that with no coach.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just out there winging it? Like,
I did.
How do you even know?
I think at this point in anybody's career, like you should have an idea of the training that works right for you. And I just did a lot of what I thought my body would respond well to.
Her response, though, to her placing was different.
I finish and I do some interviews and like all the clickbaity headlines were like runner bursts onto the scene but has full-time job, like fastest finisher at the trials with a full-time job. And it's just, it's not typical, but I think it's becoming a little bit more normal.
Her approach to running while having a career and a family is what's normal for Jess, and she has some advice for new runners. Start small and enjoy the process.
So much of our world right now is like instant gratification everywhere, and I'm not running well now at 34 because I just trained really hard the last 2 years. This is like a 20-year-long career. And I think somebody getting into it, it's hard to have that perspective, but I think you really just need to have fun with it.
In Phoenix, Justin Pizzera, 12 News. So she recently made headlines earlier this year as well when she was running in Atlanta and she was winning the race and she was following the lead car, her and 2 other runners, and the lead car made a wrong turn and led them like a half a mile off of the path. Right. So you're in first place and you're following the lead car, the media, like we always do,
Right.
like they always do, and it made a wrong turn. And so she had to go back and then get back on the right track. So yeah, that was a whole thing. But she is planning to go for the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. And here's the thing, a lot of people didn't know this as well. Phoenix actually put in for the marathon trials, the Olympic trials. We didn't get it.
Come on.
We didn't get it. It went to St. Louis. But, Jess was really excited. If we would have had those trials, she would have done it here.
Yes.
Yeah, she would have had a leg up because you would be training in the heat. You'd be training with the hills and everything. And she knows this, obviously. She knows the Valley very well. But yeah, we were in the running to have those marathon trials here. It was going to be around downtown Phoenix. But unfortunately, we lost to St. Louis. But she's going to get it this time. For sure. I mean, she was like right there the last time. So.
And how cool you get to continue to follow her journey.
Yeah.